The only other thing I'd think about is the edge guarding difference between those two characters. I think Inkling would be able to be a lot more confident stopping Wario from getting back.
I think the edge play is actually going to be like a really cool part of this match, just because both Inkling and Wario have a lot of options off stage. So it's not going to be nearly as linear as what we saw in the previous match.
You're not going to be able to just toss Bike off and be like, okay, well, that covers everything Inkling can do.
Yeah, and on the vice versa, we can't see the Splat Bomb just outright stop Wario's recovery, especially if he has Bike. Things are going to start off on Pokemon Stadium 1. And immediately, Chippy trying to take a bit more to the ledge, but Neku starts hot with some combos.
Oh my gosh, and he's just giving him a round of applause.
Look at this pressure.
Like, he's not even looking for grabs. He's just establishing right now. He's like, I like pressing buttons, so if you're not blocking, you're going to go ahead and eat some damage.
But starting with all that damage doesn't mean anything. He's not going to threaten with much. As great as up air is as a combo tool, it's not threatening to kill anytime soon. So.
True. Absolutely. Chippy just calmly jumping over, and Neku not going for any sort of hard reads, being the very first ledge situation. Going to take some time.
I like the idea of taking it slow in game 1, just because you get to see what your opponent's options are going to be right out the gate. You see what they want to go for, see how they're going to respond to you. And around these percentages, you're expecting someone to go in for the kill, so you get to see what those panic options are. Fish that out early. That's such important information for the rest of the set.
Absolutely, yeah. That's one of the big differences with top players and like the rest of the field, right? Is you'll often see them losing stock 1, but it's kind of deliberately losing because they just want to hold back and see what you got in your hand first. He's going to be able to just barely make it back. And otherwise, F-Tilt, does the trick and catches Chippy on the get-up roll. That's kind of interesting, too, because up until then, Chippy was more relying on jumping out from the ledge. But Neku kind of caught on that something was going to change with the fatal death percent get-up.
And despite both of those percentages being like really high, both characters ending off, coming right back into it. It seems like Chippy's taking a bit more of a proactive lead into the second stocks, looking to put more ink on, and I like that. We're not seeing a lot of interactions where the Inkling is in too much of control, so if there's more ink on Wario, those little instances are going to matter a lot more. Yo, he taunted the whiff off.
And it's all fine, though. That's the thing that blew my mind. Neku whiffed the waft, but he still touched ground fast enough that he could keep up the juggle and kill Chippy as if nothing mattered.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right now he's, once again, Neku not slowing down for a moment. I like the get-up attack. Chippy's still mixing it up.
That rapid jab is so good in tech situations, because even if you're not getting anything substantial with Inkling, it's still a lot of damage.
Yeah. And not only is it a ton of damage, but like you pointed out earlier, the ink does a lot of great work. If you have a hard time finding your hits in neutral, it's okay. You have like 20 seconds or so to actually find it and get a benefit off of it.
Just shy of the percentages for that to kill. Typically, up throw up air is like the premier Inkling kill method.
And because of that, Chippy recognizes, okay, Neku's outside of the range, goes immediately to a back air oriented neutral and finds the stage spike. I do really like just the splat bomb, splatter gun neutral because it has that win box. Just super annoying on the opponent too, and then you also get the ink benefit. So right there, Chippy kind of relied on it to build up the space from the corner to deal with Neku's respawn invincibility.
Splatter Shot's an amazing tool in neutral. Its only real drawback is that once you start to really hold the trigger for it, the ink consumption is massive, which is going to force Chippy to constantly have to reset neutral in hard enough of a situation where he has that time to breathe to get some more ink. And we're seeing the Splat Bomb thrown into that mix. The ink is going to be going like that. We already see it with nearly an empty tank. I'm hoping that doesn't hit him too hard.
And we're seeing like little moments of that too, where now when Chippy wins neutral, as opposed to like pressuring the ledge, he's forced to recharge his ink, as opposed to being able to find a situation to kill.
Those little bits of maintenance are so important for Inkling, and especially the opponent, because now you get to see that if you're aware of that, you get to take advantage of your opponent.
Once again, a really important whiff for Neku. He's going to have to take this stock the old-fashioned way. Chippy manages to make it back to center stage.
Thankfully, Wario is nowhere short of kill options between back air towards the ledge. Oh, he's like super deep.
Oh,
yeah, no.
Way too deep. Yeah, Neku looking very frustrated with that, kind of stomps his foot. But like you were saying, not only does he have like back air, he has like down tilt to dash attack he can do. If he catches one of your rolls off the ledge, he can just hit you with an F tilt. He can even catch a lot of ledge snaps with F tilt as well. And Chomp eventually kills, so if they're just always holding shield, he can deal with that way too. But because of that a little bit overextension off stage, it's going to let Chippy walk away with the first game. But considering how close that was, I would not be surprised if this went to like last thought game 3.
Very possible, especially because it seemed like that very end of that match was really just human error.
Yeah.
It was just one edgeguard that went awry from the Wario, where we didn't really get a chance to see him do anything with it. He just sort of went off stage, and he was deep with bike, which, yeah, you get to return, but he went in such an odd direction with it, there was no way Wario's coming back from that.
The other thing I like to see Neku do is kind of take note of the fact that the confirm he's looking for with the half waft isn't coming together, and either like relying on other confirms or just choosing a different way to use waft from here on out, even if it's just like an intimidation tool, so that like he makes sure that Chippy is too scared to ever spot dodge next to him, those sort of things. Because right now he's getting nothing for that resource, and that's so huge for Wario to be able to find value off of it. Got ourselves Battlefield, very large blast zones here, and also just a lot of platform play, which I think is going to help Wario a lot more than Chippy, except when it comes to some of the confirms that Inkling can also find here.
Yeah, where Inkling is going to be able to take advantage of Battlefield a bit more offensively, Wario definitely takes the helm of playing defensively here for Battlefield because he's so maneuverable in the air. He's going to be able to, if Neku opts for it, play a bit on the campier side, wait out getting waft or force a wayward approach from Chippy and then punish it. We've seen that Neku is aware of when to whiff punish. His execution's just been a little bit off.
And here we go, Chippy, again, because he's using the rapid jab a lot, we have him at near empty ink. And empty ink already. That's going to be a little bit scary for him now that he's at the disadvantage state, too.
He's getting worked around these platforms right now. Finding some way to land. He's going to be able to do it. Up throw is not going to connect into the up air, but forward air for the coverage.
What a great chase down after the air dodge, and finds himself plenty of ink for good measure, too. Oh, wow, the hitbox extension from the bike.
You know, I was looking at the bike and I was worried. I was like, Neku hasn't left it on the ground this entire set thus far. And I know Inkling can take advantage of an extended hitbox being there, so I really think Neku shouldn't be leaving the bike if he has the opportunity. If anything, he could be eating it. Or he could be juggling with it to taunt. All right. Hey, listen, on a stage like this, you got to appreciate the style.
I was like, what is Neku like up his sleeve? It turns out just having fun. Oh, what a good catch. Just catching on to Chippy, trying to sneak back on with the roller. Ordinarily forces more timid opponents to just stand and shield at the ledge. But Neku's showing some bravery and getting some free hits for it.
Yeah, even though Inkling gets so much off of landing splat roller on the ground, aerially speaking, it's not that impressive. And the hitbox for it overall is actually rather small. It's just active a lot. So if you're willing enough to contest it, that's what you get to see. Neku finally taking the lead, even though he's bleeding on that damage. Getting that waft confirmed, definitely helping him, but not for long. Yeah,
that top platform in Battlefield greatly expanding the up throw, up air confirm window for Chippy. That's one of the scarier things when you're dealing with a character that ordinarily has a pretty tight window for that. Catching the spot dodge and just going for straight damage. Chippy riding all of this momentum, getting a full coat of ink too.
It's worth noting that ink also kind of helps with the up throw, up air confirm. It widens the percentage window a little bit, and Wario's already tight, you already mentioned this, but with ink, it's a lot easier for it to land, a lot easier for it to kill. Look at the damage that's on Neku already.
This is looking kind of scary, though. We do have, I think the half wop just came online for Neku.
Doesn't matter.
Beautiful pickup with the forward smash, and Neku is going to have to lose that set. Chippy going to walk away, and I think being near the end of Wave C, this might have been one of the other qualifying sets for these guys. I think that's part of the reason why we're seeing so much like emphasis in plays, because finally we reached the